Yeah, was there an incident there? Or it's just an empty?
There was a squatter, and the police were able to get him out. They were able to make contact with the person's mom. Apparently, he suffers from some mental health issues.
All right.
So,
Good
mom
evening,
came down,
everyone.
took him to the
I'm
hospital.
going to get this party started. So at this time, I'll call to order the regularly scheduled board meeting for the Village of Midlothian, Wednesday, May 10th, 2023, at 7 p.m. Roll call, please. Clerk Moskowitz.
Trustee Burbett?
Here.
Trustee Caveney?
Here.
Trustee Crowley?
Here.
Trustee Hilly?
Here.
Trustee Johnson?
Here.
Trustee Killily?
Here.
Mayor LaRue?
Here.
You have a quorum.
Thank you, sir. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for a moment of silence for our fallen veterans. I pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America.
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. All right, before we get to the real agenda tonight, we got some business to take care of, Clerk Moskowitz. Is that true?
That is correct.
All right, who would you like to start with?
How about Trustee Crowley?
Tonight is the swearing in of the newly elected trustees, so let me get out of the way.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I,
I, Sandra Crowley,
having been elected
having been elected
to the position
to the position
of Midlothian Village Trustee
of Midlothian Village Trustee
in the Village of Midlothian
in the Village of Midlothian
in the County of Cook,
in the County of Cook,
aforesaid do solemnly swear
aforesaid do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States,
of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the ordinances of the Village of Midlothian,
and the ordinances of the Village of Midlothian,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of Village Trustee
of the office of Village Trustee
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Do you have anyone you'd like to take pictures with?
We could
Besides me.
Trustee Killily? Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
Don Killily,
Having been elected
having been elected
to the position of Midlothian Village Trustee
to the position of Midlothian Village Trustee
in the Village of
in
Midlothian
the Village of Midlothian
in the County of Cook,
in the County of Cook,
aforesaid do solemnly swear
aforesaid do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the ordinances of the Village of Midlothian,
and the ordinances of the Village of Midlothian,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of Village Trustee
of the office of Village Trustee
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations. Trustee Burbett? Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I
I,
state your name.
Anthony Burbett,
Having been elected
having been elected
to the position of Midlothian Village Trustee
to the position of Midlothian Village Trustee
in the Village of Midlothian
in the Village of Midlothian
in the County of Cook,
in the County of Cook,
aforesaid do solemnly swear
aforesaid do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the ordinances of the Village of Midlothian,
and the ordinances of the Village of Midlothian,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of Village Trustee
of the office of Village Trustee
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to the newly elected trustees. I look forward to working with you for another couple of years. All right. Well, next on our agenda is very bittersweet for the village of Midlothian. Saying goodbye to a 26-year veteran of the Midlothian Police Department. I like to think of this not as a goodbye, but maybe we'll see you around. So, with that said, Sergeant Edward Almos, please come forward. Chief.
Yeah, yeah, okay. I should have stayed down.
Gotta get up again? How do I sit down?
So you can get up.
As the mayor stated, we wanted to formally announce the retirement of Edmund Olmos tonight and recognize him for his years of service. The Midlothian Police Department and the residents have had the honor of you serving as a police officer for the past 26 years. During your tenure, you served as a patrol officer, tactical officer, field training officer, and a patrol sergeant. You created many relationships within the community, schools, businesses, and represented our department extremely well. Your contributions, leadership, and personality will be missed and never replaced. Thank you for your 26 years of service. Enjoy your well-deserved retirement. And your brothers and sisters in blue will take it from here. Happy retirement, sir.
Thank you.
Present with this plaque honoring his service.
Sergeant, anything to say?
It's been an honor, and I didn't think I was gonna get choked up, but didn't expect this to happen, and I love this job. And the people of Midlothian have always been so good to me. This village is a great village of great citizens. We have good elected officials here who care about this village, and I hope that they continue caring about the village and continue moving forward and in a positive direction. It would break my heart to see this village go down. So I hope that everybody takes their pride in the village and our elected officials continue doing a great job. Sorry, I didn't think I was gonna get choked up in here. I came here and I'm like, wow, how did this happen right now? So, sorry. Didn't expect that, but I hope that everything continues moving in the right direction here. And I know we have a great chief here. In my opinion, the greatest chief Midlothian's ever had. So, and not because he's my friend, but that is the honest truth. If you ask every patrolman here, they will tell you. I mean, the way he treats people and with decency and respect, I cannot say that, you know, about other people, but he will do a great job for this village, and I hope that we prosper and we continue moving forward. And I feel like I grew up in this village. I've met so many great residents, and I honestly feel like I grew up here. I just had great ties with everybody, but thank you for having stayed for me, and I'm gonna miss this place. But I started a new chapter in my life. I took a position at a university teaching, and I started 2 new businesses, so I will be plenty busy. And life is just beginning for me here. So this is just a new chapter. I will still come and visit. I still want to see what's going on here, but I will miss this place, and it was like a part of me that it's hard to let go. But thank you to our elected officials, the residents here that always made me feel welcome. I appreciate it, and I honestly feel like I grew up here. So this will always be a special place in my heart. So thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations, Sergeant. We wish you the best of luck. Trustee Crowley, you got something?
The only thing that I want to say is that being privileged enough to be the trustee for the last few years for the Midlothian Police Department, our sergeants are the heart of our police department, and we just lost part of our heart. Good luck, sir.
All right, well, next on our agenda is Just Sweet. The new owners of Three Sisters are here to, we welcome you, and please come forward and tell us a little about yourself.
Okay, so I've been elected the speak.
Yes.
Hello, my name is Michelle Warren. Coincidentally, I'm related to this young man over here in the corner. My sister Kathy, who is one of the Three Sisters, is a long-term Midlothian resident and introduced us to Two Sisters over a decade ago. And when we heard that we were closing, we found that to be totally unacceptable. So we banded together as a group and decided we could take over and do some wonderful things. So we've taken over, we've renamed it just a little bit. We've added a sister, and now it's Three Sisters Frozen Custard. And we have samples for everybody today. Our most popular item is a concrete, which is frozen custard, and you can mix in any topping that you want. We didn't feel like you would want the mixer here. Frozen custard and some of our most popular toppings, and we would like you guys, I'm sure you've already tried it, because it's a Midlothian staple. But we'd like you to enjoy some, maybe brighten the mood after a sad day. So if you're okay with that, we'll pass out custard, and if you have any questions, we would love to answer them.
We are okay with that, yeah.
Start the round with custard. There's chocolate and vanilla custard, and then there's a bunch of different toppings. There's caramel, there's hot fudge, there's like a sprinkle of nothing crunch mix. There's breakfast nuts. There's one that's called cotton candy, which is my personal favorite. It's like little bits of cotton candy. So she'll hand out the custard, and we'll follow it up with the tray of toppings.
Well, we're so happy that you decided to take over. It was a great business. I know you guys can do great too. So.
Seemed like it better candies, it always has been, and so it just seemed like it would be silly to let it close. I mean, there's not that many places to get ice cream.
Right.
Yeah. Any other questions or?
Were you made aware that you have to come every month?
I mean, totally fine. We do bring little boys with us on occasion. So we changed the ownership used to be strictly Two Sisters, and there's Three Sisters that own it. And this sister Teresa, she's the middle sister. Her two sons are also park owners. Kathy's youngest daughter is a park owner, and then Kathy's daughter-in-law back there is a park owner. And that little guy, he's the honorary CEO.
I was going to say, where's the CEO?
So he's very busy. Thanks to him. Yes, we can definitely see.
I'm gonna have to pass, unfortunately.
Vanilla, please. Thank you.
Whatever you got up there next. I like them both. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, I should have taken that.
That's awesome.
Darn.
So, we all have full-time jobs during the day. Teresa's a teacher. Kathy does everything from virtual assistant.
I can't handle
it.
It's horrible. It's horrible. I didn't know this was going to happen. I can't. Thank you.
That's so cute. We're hoping to get everything like running smooth enough.
Thank you so much. I can't have it. I'm on a diet. And I just started, so it'd be horrible.
Yeah, every once in a while someone will come a little bit late. Thank you. Sometimes it's like 8:05.
This is the best meeting of the year so far.
This is great.
Like, come by anytime.
No thanks.
I thought they were going to give you a
Any
little.
other questions?
Thank you so much.
Anything with ice cream.
No, I think we're good. I appreciate it. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. So glad
We will
you're
definitely
open.
be visiting you, I'm sure.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, come visit. We'll be there. You'll always find a sister.
Thank you.
Oh, I hope I don't spill on my laptop.
Their regular recipe is 92% fat free. And then they have
Thank you
ice
very
cream
much.
as well.
Last summer we would go.
It's the one sweet treat I can't pass up.
Every week, every other week. You know, this is about all I get. Ching, it's the big coffee, but
I don't care.
I like the big kind.
It's gonna melt
we would
otherwise.
just sit outside.
I got caramel.
I don't want it to
and
melt.
hot fudge.
That would be very. You took two. Ooh, I didn't even think about that.
Your first meeting, Dave, you get treats?
No, she's
That's right.
just like this mayor. You have no idea why. And I didn't care, so I didn't say it.
He didn't care
See,
either.
Dave, working for Midlothian
that
comes with a
too
few
easy?
little benefits.
That's so good.
You've never lost your mirror touch.
No, I'm good.
He will be the same forever.
Yep.
I don't know what else it's,
Well, this meeting took a turn for the best.
yeah.
He wants to have a conversation every time he drives by my house.
It's your best meeting ever, Mayor.
Is it?
Stops in the middle of the street.
By far.
You're like, there's nowhere to go.
Right.
You go home or driveway or go home.
Right, it's probably
Perfect.
like 15 minutes.
Yes, oh, easily.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, the good news is this will keep them all quiet. They won't be talking. So.
No public comment.
Yeah. Mike's looking for seconds.
It's his favorite food.
My favorite food.
All right. Thank you guys so much. All right, then we'll move on to the regular meeting. At this time, I'll open the floor to public comment. Is there any public comment tonight?
The beautification committee will be meeting next Thursday, a week from tomorrow. And if you guys haven't noticed, there's painting being done and the greens are starting to come out and repairs are being done on all the boxes.
I saw you out there today. Well done.
Thank you. It's a process.
Yeah. Anyone else? Yes, sir.
I'm still working on a acceptable, I guess it was a good word, proposal. I have a rough draft put together, but we did move the boxes that Nicor was gonna destroy or remove. We relocated them where we want to expand. We didn't put any dirt in them until we get the okay. But just to, if anybody drives by and takes a look, I'll have pictures in the proposal, but you can go by and see, that's basically what we wanna do, is expand east about 7 feet. 3-foot walkway and then a 4-foot box.
East? I thought they were more west, where you had them now.
The brand new ones are west, the
Okay.
far west end.
All right.
And they basically, the L shapes outline the land that was allowed for us to use. We did the perimeter and then we were gonna fill in and build more boxes as the years go on. But with Aunt Martha's, the old Aunt Martha's boxes being destroyed by Nicor, we'll make it more of like a square shape, so it's not kind of blocking the sidewalk. There's better access for National Night Out, or the only thing I'm waiting to hear back from Joe is if he let the Girl Scouts know, because their box has a white flag in it as well. So-
We did.
Okay.
We notified them.
And, yeah, if they wanna maybe relocate theirs as well, or, you know, just so they're more together, I don't know what they're gonna do or what their plan is. I know they haven't grown anything the last couple of years, so, hopefully they grow something this year, or maybe next year, I don't know. But, essentially next week, or by next week, Kathy said she'd, submit it for us,
Okay.
so,
Perfect.
okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Then I will close the floor to public comment and move on to tonight's consent agenda. Number 1, approval to purchase a new tandem axle trailer for the Big Tex trailer, from Big Tex Trailer World at a cost of $4,825. Number 2, approval of the April 19th, 2023 committee meeting minutes. Number 3, approval of the April 26th, 2023 board meeting minutes. Number 4, approval of the April 26th, 2023 public hearing minutes. And number 5, approval of the list of bills. Is there any item any trustee would like off of tonight's consent agenda? Seeing no dissension, I'm looking for a motion to approve tonight's consent agenda as read.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please, Clerk Moskowitz.
Trustee Caveney?
Aye.
Trustee Hilly?
Aye.
Trustee Burbett.
Aye.
Trustee Crowley.
Aye.
Trustee Johnson.
Aye.
Trustee Killily.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you, sir. And now I get to eat. Trustee Johnson.
Thank you, Mayor. First, I'd like to say this is the best meeting I've been to in 2 years. I got to see people sworn in, and I got ice cream, so life is good. The only thing I'd like to talk about for a quick minute is next Saturday on May 20th is our senior prom. Right now, we have 39 tickets sold. We'd like to try to get 50. It's at the Park District. It'll be from 5 to 8. It's $8 per ticket for each resident. Otherwise, it's $10 for non-residents. Someone on Facebook asked what our menu is. We have just finalized our menu. We're going to have beef sandwiches, potatoes, salad, bread and butter, pasta salad, dessert, drinks, and a DJ, and along with raffle tickets. If you come, your name is entered into a pot to win. We say had some gracious businesses donate gift cards, so we will be raffling off gift cards. So I encourage anybody, you don't have to be over 65 to come. I invite the board to come and support us, and it'll be a fun event. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Trustee Burbett.
Nothing tonight, Mayor.
Thank you, sir. Trustee Hilly.
I have nothing tonight, sir.
Thank you, sir. Trustee Cavey.
Nothing, Mayor.
Thank you, ma'am. Trustee Killily.
Nothing tonight, Mayor.
Thank you, sir. Trustee Crowley.
Nothing tonight, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. That was quick. Department heads. Chief Hotwagner.
Just that our applications are out on the village website for full-time or part-time positions, or part-time nights, part of our EMPs. If you know anybody who's looking for a job, we're hiring. That's it.
Anyone? Thank you, sir. Chief Delaney.
Since Chief Hotwagner brought it up, we're hiring as well. Our applications are also out there. Second item would be just give the board an update on the station. We met today, the architect and the construction manager. We're going throughout the station today to sign off on what they call substantial completion. So we're just going through the station, finding the small few items that need to be completed prior to it being signed off on and finalized. Furniture is scheduled to go in next week. IT completion is projected to be finalized next weck. The only setback we do have is some of the electrical components and fire components. The equipment is back ordered, so we're about 4 to 6 weeks out on receiving those items, and unfortunately we can't move in until those items are received and the mechanical tests are performed. So it is putting us to about mid-June now for a move-in date when we were hoping at the end of this month. So that was only bad news in reference to it. Good news is we're still 100% on budget. And again, I know everybody here hasn't had a chance to walk through for the order and direction of Trustee Crowley. But I can assure you.
That is not fair, Chief.
Yes, it is.
The station is truly breathtaking, and I can't thank this board enough for approving and signing off on this project, for all the trustees' help, and Trustee Burbatt's expertise on helping me with some of the IT stuff, along with Detective Cody and his expertise on some of the IT stuff this last month. But when you guys get a chance, it truly is a thing of beauty, and it'll be a staple of Midlothian for a long time, and I really appreciate you guys doing that on behalf of all the officers as well, so thank you.
I'm hoping that when the furniture goes in, we can set up a showing for the board.
And then I know everybody's excited, resident-wise as well, for when the grand opening will be. We're projected to move in mid-June. We want a few weeks to get the kinks out, make sure everything's operational. So I figure hopefully after 4th of July, we can probably schedule something for that week. So optimistically.
That is fantastic news. I wouldn't know how nice it is because I've never.
I never saw it.
I've never stopped in there.
And you're the mayor.
You're not allowed. You know, sir? You could be
We're
arrested
not
for
protected
trespassing.
from lightning in this room, I'm just
Sorry.
saying.
Superintendent Witt's turn now. Superintendent Witt.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, sir. Deputy Clerk Kalaki. Thank you, ma'am. And before I move on to this young man here, unfortunately, we have to say another goodbye tonight, but I'll let Engineer Pleta do the honors.
First off, the Jolly Homes storm sewer cleaning and televising project is all done. Thank you to the residents for being cooperative to our contractor. We have a very special announcement from Mr. Engineer Huss, sitting in the audience. I'm in this chair for a very good reason tonight. Do you want to take it over? Sure. I don't know if this is... Nobody warned me to do it.
I just want to take a few minutes. Obviously, we've coordinated with Mayor LaRue and Superintendent Sperry prior, but bit exciting and also bittersweet. I've accepted a firm accepted a position with a different firm a little bit closer to home in Indiana. We've been going through internally very exhaustive transition plan and updating what I would appreciate the board remembering is that whether you knew it or not, David's been doing a tremendous amount of work behind the scenes for me, with me, since he started assisting nearly a year ago. Robinson Engineering, aside from being a fabulous place to work for 15 years, is an organization of 120 engineers strong. David personally is quite possibly the brightest engineer of his age at our firm. I think you will learn to agree with me that you will be in great hands. Other than that, I would like to also express that I've had a pleasure working with everyone from the mayor to the board to Superintendent Sperry specifically. We work very closely. I'm very thankful for my time here, and I'm going to miss a lot of things. So, thank you.
She doesn't have anything in her hands. So.
The meeting's almost over. You can hang around so we can all go out there and shake your hand. But you'll be missed. I mean, you've done a lot of great things for us, and you'll be missed. So I don't expect you to come back from Indiana to come see us every now and then. But
He can come to cleanup day next year.
Have Superintendent take me to Superintendent Sperry take me home.
Mayor,
and of course, there's annual golf outings too.
Yeah. Mayor, if I may say a few words. Engineer Huss has been a great asset to the village and myself with regards to keeping our CRS program going. As you know, when I first got elected, within that first summer, we applied for CRS. We were granted our rating within the first year with no hiccups in the application process, and that was with the assistance of Tom, who was our engineer at the time. But then when James took over, he continued to work with us. Not only, did he work very closely with Public Works on all of their activities and projects, but he also worked with myself and the superintendents and the building department, and he was very helpful in assisting the village putting together their going through the 5-year CRS review plan last summer that helped us get our rating improved to a 6, which is going to go into effect in October of this year. So our residents' discount is going to improve from 15% to 20%. And so I just want to extend a big thank you to Engineer Huss for all of his help on that.
All right, well, with that said, Maria, please put on my appointment list for next board meeting, David Pleta, Pleta, as the village engineer. I'll be making that appointment in 2 weeks. All right, that is, sir? That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Expect more idea next time. No. Okay. All right, thank you. Ms. Harris?
Just a quick rundown. On the last week, we sent out the renewals with our water bills. So it's the second round. We are encouraging our residents to purchase their village stickers during their water billing cycle. Our numbers are pretty low right now, so the expectation is that June is going to be a very busy month. We are trying to get everybody in prior to that so we don't have lines. So again, encouraging residents to purchase their stickers in their village, in their allotted time for their water bill. Please do it prior to June. And that's all I have.
Thank you, ma'am. Director Redmond.
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to let everyone know that the fiscal year 21 audit is now complete. So the finance department will be submitting that to the board for approval. Regarding fiscal year 22 audit, the auditors are now on site, and we are hoping to have that audit wrapped up by the end of June. Regarding the fiscal 23 audit, we received 2 proposals for our audit for fiscal year 23 and 24. The finance department will be making a recommendation to the finance committee next week for action on that. Regardless of which firm we choose to go with, we're looking to wrap up that audit by the end of this year. And then lastly, the finance department is going through the bank statements for the month of April. We are still posting revenues and expenses, but the preliminary numbers show that our revenues, the budgeted revenues have come in at 89%, and the expenses have come in at 82%. So once we have those final unaudited numbers, I will make sure to update everyone on those numbers.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. All right. Thank you, ma'am. Attorney Valdez.
Just want to announce that we have gone 19 consecutive days without being sued.
Can we put a sign up somewhere like they do?
OSHA safety. Thank you, sir. All right, under my business, I got the annual Emergency Medical Services Week, so I'm going to read this proclamation into the record. This is from the Village of Midlothian. Whereas emergency medical services is a vital public service, and whereas the member of Emergency Medical Services, EMS, teams are ready to provide life-saving care to those in need 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and whereas access to quality emergency care dramatically improves the survival and recovery rate of those who experience sudden illness or injury, and whereas emergency medical services has grown to fill a gap by providing important out-of-hospital care, including preventative medicine, follow-up care, and access to telemedicine, and whereas the emergency medical services system consists of first responders, emergency medical technicians, paramedics, emergency medical dispatchers, firefighters, police officers, educators, administrators, pre-hospital nurses, emergency physicians, trained members of the public, and other out-of-hospital medical care providers. And whereas the members of the emergency medical services team, whether career or volunteer, engage in thousands of hours of specialized training and continuing education to enhance their life-saving skills. And whereas it is appropriate to recognize the value and the accomplishments of emergency medical services providers by designating Emergency Medical Services Week. Now therefore, I, Gary LaRue, Mayor of the Village of Midlothian, Illinois, in recognition of this event, do hereby proclaim the week of May 21st through the 27th, 2023, as Emergency Medical Services Week, with this year's theme, EMS, where emergency care begins. And I encourage the community to observe this week with appropriate programs, ceremonies, and activities. Thank all of you for your service, and well done for Midlothian. You guys are the best in the business, all of you. I know that. I'll sign that a little bit. Let's see. Once again, we got the annual membership dues for the GIS Consortium, SSMMA. It's $8,400. I did have Clerk Moskowitz check. We paid it late last year, which is why it may seem like we just paid it, but this is for the years of May 1st, 23 through April 30th, 24. So I'll have that on the agenda for approval next week. Maria? Unless someone has an objection. 37th Annual Midlothian Charity Golf Classic is coming up quicker than you know. Monday, August 14th at the historic Midlothian Country Club. Spots are filling up fast, I'm sure.
Yes, if you would like to golf, we're gonna have to turn people away this year for sure. So if you're going to golf, get your registrations and payments in, drop them off at the Village Hall. That'd be great.
It's going to be a beautiful day that day, and I can't wait to get out there.
Yes.
One last thing. I'm looking at Mr. Decker back there. You failed to mention your started the little program where Shop Midlothian and yeah, kind of say something about that. I mean, you got to get. I mean, it's a great thing. You've already had the first winner for April.
We did have a winner for April, and I want to thank 2 friends of mine that want to remain anonymous who helped develop the idea, because the first plan was to see who can spend the most money and then get some free village stickers, and it was suggested that's not fair because people who have money to spend get something for free. It didn't make sense. So after discussing it and coming up with the idea, we had 27 entries for April, which I thought was a little low, but now we have over that already for May. So there's a lot of people participating. So hopefully we get more donors for the following months. It's $50, and the winner gets to pick a $50 gift card anywhere in Midlothian. So just text a picture of your receipt, spend at least $25, and you get a raffle ticket, and then I'm trying to keep track of it all. I am keeping track of it all, but throughout the day you get 7, 8, 9 text messages, and some people forget to include their name, which is important, and so yeah.
We appreciate your efforts, and it certainly helps Midlothian. It's Facebook only, but someone out there's got Facebook. If someone wants to participate, they can get their...
Yeah, if anybody's watching or someone's not, that's where I advertise it.
Right.
It's easy to do, but I'm working on, someone else suggested if we could get some of the businesses to put like a little sign by the registers, like, hey, did you spend $25? Text, excuse me, text your receipt to this phone number, which might encourage, or like you tell people that are, outside Midlothian, come here and spend money and you can win money, essentially. So.
All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. That is all I have this evening. Clerk Moskal.
I just have two things. This is shaping up to be the year of block parties. I have another request we received this week for a block party on the 149th block of Kilpatrick on Saturday, June 17th. Commencing at noon. They've asked for a visit from the police department and the fire department. It is signed by the required 3 residents, and I'm actually familiar with all these people. Does anyone on the board have any concerns or issues with this? Okay. If not, I will ask Deputy Clerk Kalaki to send them a letter. And then I did also want to extend some thanks to Mr. Decker for his time in materials and labor and helping at the Historical Society. We had some leaky windows over glass block windows, and he did some work caulking, tuck pointing. I haven't heard any complaints since it's been done. But there's been and I know I would have. There's been great effort from a huge number of people at the Historical Society the last few years, and so they're very creative in figuring out ways they can do things. The Public Works has been great, helping with the things they can do. The board has been very supportive on some of the more major expenses we've had. But the lion's share of these things are done by volunteers, and so thank you very much, Mr. Decker. Really appreciate it. That is all I have.
Well, that was a fun meeting. All right. Seeing there's no further business coming before the board, I'm looking for a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion. I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Meeting adjourned. Thank you all. Picture time.
Yep.